Okay, so we're joined by a former Loughborough College student. I'll let you introduce yourself, sir.
I'm Jack Stevens. I work for Leicester City and I'm a set play and training analyst for the first team.
Perfect, Jack. So, Jack, you was at Loughborough College 2014?
Yeah, something like that, yeah.
Six years ago now, Jack. It's a long time.
Yeah, it is.
It's
I'm
gone.
prettier now.
It's debatable, mate. It's debatable. So from you're the BTEC sport course at college, and from there you went on to Bath University.
Yes, that is correct.
And what was you doing at Bath?
So I did the BSc Sport and Social Sciences at Bath.
Okay. And what was that course? Was it quite a general course, or was it more specific?
It was a really general course, so I wasn't very exercise sciencey based. Didn't get on with it. Wasn't one of my favourite units at all at college. So that threw me away from doing that. So generalised college at Bath was good. It covered everything from coaching to politics, so loads of different sort of sectors within sport. Gave me sort of a wide range of ideas around different areas within sport, so it was good. I enjoyed it.
And then the interesting thing is, during your degree, you did a placement year. Is that right?
Yes, I did a placement year with the academy at Shrewsbury Town Football Club. I was pretty stuck with what to do. My first and second year at university, I struggled slightly in terms of grades because I didn't really have a goal anywhere that I wanted to go. So I did the placement year at Shrewsbury Town, which was also, I didn't really know where to go, what to do. But I was good with the computer. I like football, so I thought I'd put two and two together, and performance analysis was the way that I went.
But how did you get out placement though? Because it's interesting. We were speaking earlier. What did you do to try and get out placement?
So I left it quite late, and obviously the university give you a list of places, like places they're associated with. So because of Bath, sort of like Bristol City, Bristol Rovers, but they were all taken. So I panicked a little bit, but all I did was I said, I've got a laptop, I've got a camera, and sent an email to all 92 football clubs, including Scotland as well. Sent a few emails up there and just said, do you want me to come and hinder you for a year, basically?
And Shrewsbury got back hold of you?
Yes, they did. Shrewsbury were the lucky ones. They got me for the year. I was very lucky in terms of the first team did really well that year. They got to 2 Wembley finals, got to go to both of them. Was involved with the first team a little bit, but I was mainly involved with the under-18s, which was a really rewarding process with 3 of the lads that I was involved with getting professional contracts, which was really nice.
So with sports analysis then, what's your role at Leicester? Just describe it a little bit more. So set plays and obviously training, what does that mean?
So set play and training. So training, I'm in charge of everything to do with training, clips that are wanted from training by the players, the manager or the 2 main analysts who work on opposition. For example, if we've worked on shape or something like that, they'll ask me for the clips and I'll pass it over to them. They could show the team. Then in terms of set plays, I'm in charge of reviewing opposition set plays, both on how they attack and defend, and trying my best to find ways in which we can defend against them, but find sort of places in which we can get a slight advantage, pardon me, in their box as well. And then combining that with training, we'll show the assistant manager what we think could be done. Then they'll work on it in training on a Friday. So you get to see it on the training pitch. It's quite a nice little process. But in terms of analysing the opposition set plays, I literally have to watch, say if it's game week 24, I'll have to watch all 23 game weeks worth of set plays from that team, which is interesting.
Yeah. Who's the worst set pieces in the Premier League at the minute?
It's hard to say. Watford haven't scored many.
Okay.
Bournemouth have been for years though. Bournemouth are very inventive with sort of short corners, but I'd like to say we're very good as well.
Yes.
We're sort of, a lot of fans don't like it all the time, the short corners, but I think they are one of the greatest ways to get an advantage in the game now. I think you can really pull out defenders and stuff like that from a short corner.
Perfect. So what's the good parts of your job? What's the bad parts of your job? What do you enjoy and what don't you enjoy?
Well, I work in a professional environment with professional football players, which has always been a dream. I said to you earlier, my dream was to be a professional footballer, and I couldn't be. That wasn't good enough. But to be involved within a professional setup is as close as I suppose you can get. Helping to make a difference on the pitch, so helping as a Leicester fan as well, helping give us that extra 2% on the pitch through analysis, and I just think being involved with football is just a great environment to be involved in. It's fun. And obviously, with the crisis going on at the minute, it makes you miss it even more.
So what's the negatives then? What do you not enjoy about the job? Some of the parts of it.
So at the moment, I'm yet to be paid, which is hard. But unfortunately, within analysis, that's what you've got to do. It looks nice that I'm at Leicester City, which it is. They are paying for my masters, which I'm very, very grateful for. So I'm doing that alongside working with Leicester City. Unfortunately, you've got to be prepared to put in the hard yards to get to the paid roles, but I think it's worth it. And I don't think a lot of people realise within analysis how hard it is and how often you have to work. Your laptop doesn't shut when you leave the office, unfortunately. There'll be late nights because if you haven't got a team meeting ready or some clips ready for the morning, it's your fault, not anyone else's. So you've got to be ready to have a few late nights, unfortunately, coffee-fueled ones.
So, with obviously in terms of your career, what do you think your best career decision was? Looking back now, what do you think you're really proud of?
So my career, obviously graduating from university was brilliant, fantastic, love that. But it's got to be the placement year at Shrewsbury. I think it really opened my eyes to what I wanted to do. It gave me a goal. At Shrewsbury, I was basically running the analysis department on my own because they didn't have one, which I think for anyone that wants to do this is a great sort of place to go. Clubs are starting to get them in more, but if you go to a lower league team, have your camera, have your laptop and work your way up, it's brilliant. It just gives you that experience, it gives you that pressure, and then that's helped me to be where I am now, which is my greatest achievement in terms of getting the job at Leicester. But in terms of what developed me and helped me the most, it's got to be going to Shrewsbury.
So what could learners do now at 16, 17 if they're interested in analysis? What could they be doing to try and get some experience?
Well, if you've got a camera and a laptop, even filming the college team, trying to do a bit of analysis there. If you want to get far in analysis, unfortunately, you're going to have to put in the hard yards for free at times. So even if it's going at college, if you've got even a lunch break, I know at college I had so many lunch breaks where you're doing nothing for 2 hours. Go watch your team. It doesn't have to be football, another sport. Film it, analyse it. You don't even need posh software. At the start of Shrewsbury, even like QuickTime Player on a Mac, just editing, cropping clips like you do on your phone and putting them together in a presentation. It's so simple. Obviously, it's nicer with the better software, but you can just do something like that. Go to your local club, film games, local non-league team. Just ask if they need some help.
Yeah, I think that's really good advice there, Jack. So, what's your kind of career aspirations? What do you want to be doing in 5-10 years' time? What do you think?
So I want to be working, obviously getting paid, which would be nice, but working within analysis at a professional club and consistently still enjoying it. I think that's my main goal. I want to be working at a club that I'm happy at and helping to make that difference on the pitch. So that's where I want to be. Hopefully I can get there. I'm making little steps towards that process. But yeah, I was working in football at a professional level and happy doing it.
Perfect. And the last question for me, Jack, is if you could go back to Jack Stevens in 2014 and he's sat in his classroom in BTEC, what would you say to him? What advice would you give?
Put your ideas up. No, no, sort of take off every opportunity that you can get. You've got to be ready to put in them hard yards and try and make a difference. I think working in sport is amazing. I think when you sat in a college classroom, you think, it might be nice to be a physiotherapist, might be nice to be an analyst. You've got to want to be an analyst. You've got to want to be a physiotherapist. And it is hard, but when you're working at a nice club and working in the Premier League, it really is worth it.
Perfect. Thank you, Jack, for your time. Really appreciate that.
No worries at all. No worries.